Hello everybody, and I hope you are all doing fun and that you're gonna enjoy this video. This is my 5-inch quadcopter. It's one of my latest build, and this whole build only cost me $195. And before I go any further, let's get some flying footage, and I'll be back after the flights to talk a little more about this quad. Okay guys, as you can see, the thing is flying pretty well. Let me talk a little more about this drone. As I said earlier, it's only cost me $195. Before I go any further, let's get some weight. The drone itself weighs 453 grams. That is with the Ronken 5 on it. With a 4S Lapo, the weight goes to 645. With a 5S Lapo, the weight goes to 689. And with a 6S Lapo, the weight goes to 701. Alright, so let's talk a little more about this build here. The frame I use for this build is the Classic 240. It is made by URUAV, and this frame cost me about $32. It's a very nice frame, very stiff. As you see in the video, has a very good flat characteristic. The top frame here is a 2mm thick, so is the middle plate and the bottom plate. The frame gives you the option to either use a 30.5 by 30.5 stack or a 20 by 20 stack. The stack I use for this one here is the Mamba stack, and that's the MK2. That's the second version. This stack comes with an ESC that is rated at 45 amp, capable of doing 6S. It is a D-Shot 600, and the flight controller on this stack is a F4. I think there's a bunch of videos about this stack, so it's a pretty decent stack for pretty cheap. The frame cost me, I say, $32, and the stack was $41. The VTX on top I'm using is a Speedy Bee VTX. As you can see, there is a little SD card slot in it. This comes with a DVR, so I do like it because you get a much better videos of your flight using your DVR. The motor I'm using on this are the Xing-E, which is a budget version of the Xing motor, and this is a 2208 2150 kV. This motor comes in different versions, so the 2208 is actually the more expensive one, so you can save $1 or $2 if you go by with the 2207 or the 2306. They're actually a little cheaper, but I went with this version because I never had a 2208. I wanted to see what it's like to fly them, and as you've seen, they're flying pretty good, but I'll say they are a little bit amp angry. Seem like if you really go at them hard, you get about a 3-minute flight. As for the camera I'm using is the Frsky Macro Aero. It's a $20 camera, but it does do the job. I think it is a CCD camera. What else can I tell you about it? I did use a different low ESR capacitor. The one that comes with the Mamba stack, I think, is a 35 volts 470 microfarad, and I'm using a different one. This is a 35 volt 1000 microfarad, so should be plenty of protection when you're going 6S. As far as a VTX antenna, this is one made by FuriousFPV. It comes in a pack of 2 that costs you about $14. So since I'm only using one for this one, So I say this cost me about $7, so it's actually a pretty good VTX antenna. Let me see, I think I pretty much got everything covered. If you're in the market for a 5S that you like to build yourself, I say this is a pretty good flyer for only $195. And one more thing before I forget, you can see in the front here I got my receiver antenna, and I printed those 3D PTU part to keep it in the front away from the carbon fiber pretty much. And the receiver I'm using is a R9 Mini, so I should get plenty of range with this drone, even though I'm not planning on using as a long range flyer, but that should give me peace of mind as far as my connection goes. So that's what it is, guys. For $195 you can build yourself a pretty decent drone. And if you're planning on making any change on this build here, I say the major change you can make gonna be on the motor or on the VTX if you want to. This VTX I got it from Banggood, the Speedy Bee with the DVR, and I think they had a promotion going. It was only $18, and those motors also were about $15 each. But like I said earlier, if you go for the 2207 or the 2306, those usually goes for about 12 or $13. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you like it, and if you do, please hit the like button. If you don't, just hit the like button, and foremost, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys.